everyone. Let's start our sadhana, our practice for today. Finding a comfortable seat, comfortable posture or asana. It can be Vajrasana, Sukhasana, Ardha Padmasana or Padmasana. Gently or softly close your eyes. Ease or soften your shoulders, your spine. And just hold still or hold quiet for a few minutes. As you're holding still, I'd like you to bring your focus, your drishti at tip of your nose. And just observe your breath, how your breath goes in and how your breath goes out. As we inhale, our breath expands, and as we exhale, we relax. Just paying attention to your breath, your swasa, praswasa at tip of your nose. Gently bring your hands to your heart in Namaskar Mudra and chin down. Offering your greeting, your gratitude to your heart, your spirit that dwells within you, but the spirit that dwells within each and every living and non-living being too. And then breathe out. Breathe in, raise your arms over to the sky. As you breathe out, take your hands to the earth, opening in a big circle with the humming. Breathe in, raise them back up to Anjali Mudra. And with the Pranava AUM, bring your hands to your heart. Again, breathe in, Anjali Mudra. With the humming, stretch out across to the left. In, raise back up. Stretch across to the right. In and raise back up. And the Pranava to come back. One more. Breathe in, Anjali Mudra. This time with humming, greet over your right knee. In, Raise back up. Greet to the left. In and rise back up. Pranava to come back to the heart. Beautiful. Give a nice warming up. Rub to your palms. And a gentle or soft touch all over your face, then your head, your neck and your shoulders. And let's gently open our eyes and maybe we begin our warm up with the Baddha Kona Kriya today. So bring both your soles, your feet together into a bonded feet position and then maybe gently or easily bounce your knees, creating that loosening up or warming up. Let's take our hands forward and then work through each one of your fingers. Just rotating them, going back and forth a few times and maybe just touching the tip of your fingers with your thumb. Fast, 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 and then opening and closing your fists. And then let's just rotate into our wrists. Clockwise and anti-clockwise and join your elbows and eventually join your shoulders. And then change direction. And then bring your chin down and then just gently or easily rotate your head. Change direction. And then sitting up straight, just ease your feet a little bit. Maybe we can take them slightly forward and then hold on to your right foot with the right hand and left with the left. So we're going to do our Pada Prasara Kriya and we're going to extend our right leg out with holding the foot, and with out breath we're going to come back with the sound A for the right and use the sound U for the left. So breathe out. If you're ready, breathe in, take your right leg out, open up. Left side in. Both legs, breathe in, open up, and then we're going to do the humming Second time, right in. Left side. Both legs. One more, right in. Left in. Both legs. Take a pause, sit still, sit quiet. Now let's take our feet 1 and 2 steps forward. Your palms resting on top of your soles of your feet. Take a deep in breath. As you breathe out, elbows down and fold forward to bring your top of forehead to your feet. And now let's hold our Kurmasana for a couple of breaths. Gently bring your head up, coming back up to seated position. Now tuck your hands under your legs and then holding on to your soles of your feet. And then again head down to your feet, Kurmasana. Gently release, come back up, ease your legs. And then take your right leg out and away. See if you can point our left foot out towards the right leg. And just take a little movement here. Sit straight, just to have few breaths. See if you can bring yourself sort of sitting equally on both your sitting bones. And then take your right hand out to your right leg. Now we're going to use our first finger and make a hook to hold on to the big toe. Take your left arm over and stress over and across. You can reach or aim to reach out to grab hold on to your toe with your left hand too. And looking through your arms to the front and hold that side stress for a couple of conscious breaths. And gently release, relax, come back to the center. Now come down, drop your left elbow on the floor and fold your right leg. And see if you can bring your right hand beneath your right leg. So you're holding at your foot from behind. And then you stretch your right leg up and over to the sky, bringing your leg behind your shoulder as far as it goes. And you hold there for a few breaths. Beautiful. And gently release and relax, come back up to sit straight and come back to Baddha Konasana, the bonded feet, for a couple of breaths. And we're going to take our left leg out when we are ready. Again, aiming to sit back equally on our sitting bones, so not leaning too much onto the right or left. Take a little pause here and then take your left hand out to catch hold onto your big toe. Pull yourself up and then take your right arm from above and then reach it out towards your left foot or your toe as far as it can get and hold there for a couple of breaths. Lovely. And release. Let's just gently come back up. Take a pause and then you drop onto your right elbow. Fold your left leg and then you hold on to your foot and stretch and extend your leg up and over, or take your hand behind and hold there. And release and relax. And then gently or easily let's stretch our legs to the front when you are ready and give a little bit of easing or relaxing to your legs. Now keeping your legs to the front, bring both your hands behind your back, your fingers pointing back to your buttocks. Now fold your right foot and bring your foot with your left knee. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift your back, your buttocks up and taking your left foot, your toes to the floor. And breathe out and release. 2 more, breathe in and out. And again breathe in, and this time maybe let's hold for a couple of breaths. And release and relax. Let's switch our sides, our legs. So right leg forward, bring your left foot on the floor with your right knee. Take your hands behind, fingers pointing back to you. And try again. Breathe in, gently lift your body up and take your head back. And breathe out and release. 2 more, breathe in. Out. And again, in. And out. And release, stretch your legs to the front. Now bend both your knees. Let's see if we can try with both legs. So doing the opposite of our four-footed. Breathe out and see if you can breathe in. Lift your back, your buttocks up. And try to come into that balanced position and hold for a couple of breaths. And gently release or relax. Come into nice easy cross-legged, bring your hands forward, interlock your fingers and just do a nice massage into your wrists. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Maybe just hold on to your left hand with your right and then pull your fingers in and release, then you push it down. And then do on other hand. Push it down. And give a good shake and do a bit of good clearing up of your energetic field, your Pranava kosa. Gathering up any stagnant energy and breathe in, draw it in and let go away. Now gently or easily when you're ready, move up into all fours in four-footed Chatuspada. Coming up into our hands and knee position. Let's do a few rounds of Vyagra Pranayama here. Head down, breathe out. Breathe in, dip your spine down, arch your back. And breathe out, reversing your arch, draw your belly in, chin into your chest. Few more in, dip down, open up. Out. In. Then out. One more in. And out. Take a little pause, hold up in the middle. And then you take your toes to the floor, lift up your knees, legs straight, press your heels down, move up into Meruvasana. Gently bring your knees back down, back to four-footed. Press your hips, your buttocks back on your heels and then bring your head down to the floor. In Sasanka, again we bring our hands behind our back, interlock our fingers and then stretch our arms to the sky. And let's hold that stretch, hold that tension for a few breaths. Gently release your arms, bring your head, your chin forward to come back up to your seated position. sitting upright or sitting straight, taking a couple of moments, few conscious breaths here. And then you take your hands behind to see if you can touch your fingers to your toes. And we're going to do our Ustrasana Sapurna. Gently press on your hands to see if you can lift your back is up, stretch your back behind as far as you can get and hold that for a few conscious breaths. And release and relax. Just taking a little moment, a little pause, taking your hands on your knees. Let them rest on your down on your knees for a few moments. Now we're going to see if we can try to open our knees wide, keeping ourselves sitting in middle of our heels or our toes. Open them wide and then come forward and bring your elbows down and push your chin, chest up. Close your eyes and just focus your mind, your awareness across your hips, your knees, your pelvic area. Follow a few conscious breaths. Now if this feels okay, can we slide our hands forward to bring our chest and forehead to the earth. Gently and slowly walk back up. And then take your palms over and behind your shoulders, elbows resting at back of your head, against your head, and hold up. And then release your arms up and above or over your head and let them go. And let's just bring our legs forward. So now finding your nice balance on your sitting bones and catch hold on to your ankle joints or your legs or your feet and find a nice balance on your sitting bones. When you're ready, breathe in and extend your legs up and forward into Navasana. And we hold that asana, that pose for a few conscious breaths. And release, relax. Now let's try second variation. I'm going to hold on to the big toes with our first finger, make a nice lock and then come back to find your balance. And then gently as you're ready, stretch and extend your legs forward and up as far as you can and hold it for a couple of breaths. Lovely. And then release, you bring your feet down. Now take your hands behind. That gives you a nice support, easing a little bit from your back. And drop your knees out to the right. And then look out to the left shoulder and hold it for a couple of breaths. And release, coming back to the center. And then you switch your side, knees to left and head to right. And release, come back to the middle. Now take your legs and your hands to the same side. And just put a nice weight on there, and then if we can, we're going to just slide our hands forward and come and rest onto the floor on your side and hold there for a couple of breaths. Just letting go into Nispanda. Beautiful. Come back up and over. Come back to the center, and then you take your knees to other side and follow your hand on the same side. You can stay here, or if you feel comfortable, then slide your hands over and allow and rest yourself on this side now. And gently and slowly come back up and over. And then turn around. Let's come into a nice, easy or comfortable meditative posture, or the asana to move towards our second part of the pranayama, to go deep into our nervous system and releasing these old traumas and bringing ourselves into the center. So we're going to begin this sadhana now with 3 rounds of our Surya Nadi Pranayama. So breathe in through the right and breathe out through the right. And then we do the 3 rounds in through the left and out through the left. And then we will do the 3 rounds of the Bhramari Pranayama with the alternative nostril breathing. Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Breathe out. Close your left nostril, in through the right. Out through the right. In right. Out right. In right. Out right. Now with the left nostrils, Chandra Nadi, in left. Out left. In left. Out left. In. Out. Now Anulom Vilom Pranayama, and then the Bhramari humming, in right. Out left with the humming. In left. Out right with humming. Again, in right. In left. One more, in right. Out left and humming. completing, just release, relax your hands and sit quiet. You can try to visualize like the turtle, how it closes itself in its own cell. So like you to feel you coming to that beautiful resting point, resting place, where everything is becoming still or silent. And just try to go inward, try to come into your inner space and be aware to the sensations, the feeling, the energy that you feel within. To leave you in this beautiful space, enjoy your inner space as long as you wish to. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.